Hello, my name is Muhannad Samara and I'm an immigration consultant, and I'm here to talk to you about immigration, residency and citizenship to help guide you how to navigate the wilderness of the variety of programs available out there. Stay tuned and I hope you will find this information useful. This is not a promotional or a solicitation video. My only aim is to provide a clear guideline to the general public to assist them in making the right choice and decision about every aspect of their immigration or citizenship application process. Objective: how do I, as an independent investor or the head of a household, select the immigration, residency, or citizenship program that best meets my needs and those of my family? Identifying the objective of why you're approaching this industry and why you are searching for this type of product is by far the most important aspect of planning and selecting the correct residency, immigration, or citizenship product out there. There is a substantial number of products out there offered by countries around the world. Selecting the correct program is extremely important prior to embarking on the project and prior to looking at or considering the final product that is being promised. To illustrate, many are aspiring to attain and carry a Canadian passport. But once they are educated on the process and the steps that are required to reach the Canadian passport, they understand that this is not the program for them. What is it that you're looking for? Why do you want to invest time or money in obtaining an immigration, residency, or citizenship product? The answer to this question is the first step to identifying the most suitable and the most appropriate program out there. The second step is understanding the implications and the obligations of the program that you're embarking on. It is not enough to be able to apply for a specific program that offers residency, citizenship, or immigration against investment. It is absolutely of the essence to understand what the status will bear on you in terms of responsibilities and requirements that you have to meet after attaining the status. The second most important aspect of a person's background to consider before selecting an immigration or residency or citizenship program is the family composition. The age of children, in the case the family has children, the objectives of the husband or the spouse have to be considered in terms of business activities, in terms of investment. This has to all be factored in to the formula of selecting the correct immigration product. Circling back to the family composition and the existence of children in a household and the importance of that in choosing an immigration or a citizenship program. If this was a family of a husband and a wife and children that are on the cusp of the age of majority, it is absolutely critical to understand the age of dependence that is considered for the particular immigration or residency program that the applicant has decided to embark on, to ensure that the children are going to continue to be included and for their status that was bestowed upon them by virtue of their parents' investment, if that status is going to continue or it will be revoked if certain conditions are not met. Policies and transitional laws are a high risk. An investor should very carefully consider applying through a program that came into existence by virtue of a ministerial policy or a departmental policy, as opposed to applying through a program that came into existence on the back of an act of parliament and a law that has been passed into the states or countries' set of laws and regulations. Understanding the residency obligation. It is of the essence to understand the obligation that is imposed upon you with regards to residency obligation. In so many cases, we are confronted with cases where individuals walk into our offices with a valid residency status that is about to expire, and they are seeking renewal of those residency status. When we ask them the questions about them meeting the obligations of residency that are synonymous with the immigration program that they have applied through, we are often surprised by the fact that they don't even understand what are the requirements and the residency obligations. The law does not differentiate between an individual who understands the laws and deliberately chose to disobey, or an individual who is oblivious to the laws. The status determination for any residency program across the world happens and takes place pursuant to laws and regulations and policies set in place for that matter. A second important aspect, which is financial in nature, you as an investor or the head of a household have a responsibility to understand the tax implications of the program that you have chosen to embark on as your family's destination for residency, citizenship. And this is also a very vital aspect of the process because it affects your finances directly, and where the consequences of a non-profound understanding of the tax implications would surface a few years down the line after you were granted the residency status. Once all of the aforementioned pillars of the immigration, residency, or citizenship program that you have chosen have been carefully considered, you can refine your search as to which product out there best meets those objectives. Once the objective is identified and made clear on the basis of the aforementioned pillars, you will be in a position to select the correct program that would serve your and your family's interests.